The science behind Catholicism, how faith and science work together. Many people believe that faith and science are at odds, but the truth is the Catholic Church has always been a champion of scientific discovery. From the Big Bang theory proposed by a Catholic priest to miraculous relics like the Shroud of Turin, science has repeatedly affirmed what Catholics have believed for centuries. Even miracles, though beyond human explanation, continue to be studied with rigorous scientific methods, often leading to stunning results. As St. Augustine wisely said, "Truth cannot contradict truth." Let's explore how modern science aligns with Catholic teachings, proving that faith and reason are not enemies but allies. The Big Bang Theory, proposed by a Catholic priest. Did you know that the Big Bang Theory, the most widely accepted explanation of how the universe began, was developed by Father Georges Lemaitre, a Catholic priest and physicist? What did Father Lemaitre discover? In 1927, Father Lemaitre proposed that the universe had a beginning. It was not eternal, as many scientists believed at the time. His theory, which later became known as the Big Bang Theory, suggested that the universe expanded from a single point, aligning with the biblical idea of creation ex nihilo, creation from nothing. His work was later confirmed by astronomers like Edwin Hubble, who observed the universe expanding. Let there be light, Genesis 1:03. Father Lemaitre's discovery shows that modern cosmology supports the idea of a created universe rather than an eternal, self-existing one. Science and faith once again go hand in hand. The Shroud of Turin, the scientific mystery of Christ's burial cloth. The Shroud of Turin is one of the most scientifically examined relics in the world. This ancient linen cloth bears the mysterious image of a crucified man whose wounds match those of Jesus Christ. Scientific discoveries about the shroud, the bloodstains on the cloth are real human blood, AB type, also found in Eucharistic miracles. The image is not painted or created by any known method. It is a superficial discoloration caused by an unknown energy source. The 3D properties of the image reveal details no medieval forger could have produced. Pollen from the shroud matches plants found only in Jerusalem, suggesting its origins in the Holy Land. Many scientists believe the image could have been formed by a burst of radiant energy, which aligns with the resurrection of Christ. Why do you seek the living among the dead? He is not here, but has risen. Despite skeptics, the Shroud of Turin remains an unexplained scientific mystery, one that continues to affirm the reality of Christ's passion and resurrection. The incorruptible saints, bodies that defy decay. Throughout history, the bodies of certain saints have remained incorrupt, meaning they do not decompose in a natural way despite having no embalming or preservation methods. Famous incorrupt saints studied by science: St. Bernadette Soubirous, decayed 1879. Their body remains perfectly intact with no signs of decay over 140 years after her death. St. John Vianney, decayed 1859. His heart remains miraculously preserved. St. Catherine Laboire, decayed 1876. Her body remains fresh as if she had just passed. Modern scientists who have examined these bodies cannot fully explain why they have not decomposed like ordinary corpses. The Church does not claim this is a natural phenomenon, but rather a sign of holiness and divine preservation. The Lord preserves the lives of his saints. Psalm 97:10. These cases remind us that God's power extends beyond death itself. Eucharistic miracles. When science confirms the real presence, the Catholic Church teaches that during the Mass, bread and wine truly become the body and blood of Christ. John 6:51-56. Throughout history, God has allowed visible Eucharistic miracles that science has studied and confirmed. Modern Eucharistic miracles studied by scientists, Buenos Aires, Argentina, 1996. A consecrated host was found bleeding. When analyzed, scientists found it was heart tissue from a living person who had suffered great agony. The blood type was AB, the same as found on the Shroud of Turin, Lanciano, Italy, 8th century. A priest doubted the Eucharist, then saw the host turn into real flesh and blood. In 1971, scientists confirmed it was heart muscle tissue from a living human with no preservatives. These miracles confirm what Jesus said. This is my body given for you. Science has no explanation except that the Eucharist truly is Jesus himself. The Catholic Church and the advancement of science. Far from being anti-science, the Catholic Church has led scientific progress for centuries. Many of history's greatest scientists were devout Catholics, including Gregor Mendel, the father of genetics, also an Augustinian monk. Nicolaus Copernicus developed the heliocentric model of the universe. Father Georges Lemaitre created the Big Bang Theory. Louis Pasteur invented pasteurization and vaccination, a daily communicant. The Vatican even runs its own astronomical observatory, proving that the Church embraces scientific discovery. The heavens declare the glory of God. Psalm 19:01. Science is not the enemy of faith. It is a tool to understand the beauty of God's creation. Faith and reason, two wings of truth. Pope St. John Paul II famously said, "Faith and reason are like two wings on which the human spirit rises to the contemplation of truth." Science helps us understand the physical world, but faith reveals the deeper meaning behind it. The two are not in conflict, they complement each other. How we can live with both faith and science. Study the wonders of creation. Science reveals the brilliance of God's design. Trust in miracles. Some things go beyond scientific explanation. Stay curious. The more we learn about the universe, the more we marvel at God's work. Pray for wisdom. Like Catholic scientists before us, we can seek truth in both faith and reason. Final thought, science points to God. From the Big Bang to Eucharistic miracles, from incorrupt saints to the Shroud of Turin, science continues to reveal the mysteries of faith. The more we study the universe, the more we see the fingerprints of its divine creator. In him all things hold together. Colossians 1:17. Catholicism is not against science, it helps shape it. Are you ready to explore more miracles, Catholic scientists, or church teachings on science? Comment below and let us know.